whoa. Your hands hovering near me like rain before it falls. That little rhythm under my skin, every fast tap pulling me in. You trace my waist with a lazy grace, then switch the tempo when you reach that place. Tiny fingertips, circles on my lower frame, like you were spelling out my hidden name. Quick little patterns dancing in my spine, making every nerve fall out of line. I swear my body answers before my mind do. Every trembling reaction belongs to you. And the way you laugh when I lose control only makes me want another drum roll. That little rhythm under my skin, every fast tap pulling me in. Like a drum roll in the dark, sending sparks across my heart. Rapid whispers on my waist, building tension I can't shake. You don't even have to speak. My whole body hear the beat. You kept your fingertips moving in time, right above the place that blurs my mind. Light taps echoing over my hips, pulling shaky little breaths from my lips. And every pause before you start again, feel like lightning waiting in your hands. You got patience wrapped in confidence, turning silence into turbulence. One small motion and I come undone, like you know exactly what you've become. That little rhythm under my skin, every fast tap pulling me in. Is your heartbeat. Maybe it's the contrast I adore. Soft, slow strokes, then that fluttering more. You keep my senses balanced on the edge. One quick pattern got me hanging by a thread. And when your palm settles over me slow, I still feel those echoes down below. Like a drum roll in the dark, body still replaying everything. Little phantom rhythms lingering late, like the memory refuses to escape. I can feel the pattern in my bones, long after the room goes quiet and cold. You made anticipation feel with every tease and circle. There's no pressure, just steady hand. Even when your hands are like you already know where I stand, but something in the air starts to change. Like calm is slowly going strange. Your fingers stray slow over my thigh, like you're studying every reply. Each touch lighter than the last. But I can feel the shift so fast, the softness turning into heat, like rhythm building underneath. It starts so gentle, so controlled, but I can feel the tension grow. Every second stretching thin before the real thing kicks in. Before the fall, there's that climb, that slow, dangerous line. You build me up just to break every calm. I try to make soft turns, sharpen your design, like you're reading every sign. And I'm caught inside your case with no escape. That tension rising in my chest, like I'm holding on to less and less, until I don't know what is real, just how you make me feel. Your touch gets firmer but still controlled, like a story slowly told. Every stroke a little more weight, till my breathing starts to shake. You pause right before it tips, watching every part of my lips, waiting like you know the drop, right before I want you to stop. But I don't say a word at all, just wait for the fall. You stretch the moment out so long, like you're playing some slow song, and I'm already not the same, waiting for the flame fall. There's that heat building underneath my feet. Every soft touch turns to fire, every second pulls me high. You control the rise, I feel like you're shaping what is real. And I'm stuck inside your hand, trying to understand how something gentle turns so strong and keeps me waiting for too long. For the moment everything changes everything. Now your hand hovers close to mine, like you're waiting for a sign. And every breath I try to take feels like another thing at stake. You move closer then retreat, setting fire beneath my seat. And I know what's coming next from the tension in your text. You hold the silence right before, like you're opening a door, and I can't stop myself from there. I'm already there. Before the fall, I surrender slow, even before I fully know. Every build up, every rise, caught inside your eyes. You don't rush what's meant to break, you let every moment take its time, until I lose control of my body and my soul. When it finally hits the line, it feels perfectly aligned, like everything was meant to be, you and me. Now the silence after still feels loud, like my thoughts are unhallowed. Every echo of your touch still feels like on my touch. Back then, hands not chasing, replay the way you felt. Where warmth rises underneath and below, there's space between touch and restraint. Got my whole body rewriting this state. You trace the line where I softly live, never the center, just under it, like you're holding me without a grip, letting tension sit on every slip. And I swear the air gets thick right there, when your fingers hover just beneath care. It's never direct, it's always near. That almost touch brings me here. You don't need pressure to undo what my body already knew. Under breath swell, got me losing my mind. That slow build right underneath the line, you don't even fully make contact still. I feel it deeper than anything will, like gravity pulling me into you, without you ever breaking through. Every inch just barely teased, got my defenses on their knees, and I'm trembling where you don't even press that near touch. Feeling is the best kind of mess you don't take, you just imply. And I fall every time. You glide your hand along that hidden curve, where every quiet nerve starts to stir. Not chasing skin, just following heat, like you know exactly where I weaken me. And I arch without even meaning to, cause your presence is what I respond to. That space between your palm and my chest feels louder than anything else, like anticipation speaking my name without ever saying the same. You stay just close enough to feel like distance itself is real, and every pause you carefully keep makes my body fall to caught between yours and mine. No rush, no force, just hovering heat, turning restraint into something sweet. Every breath makes it more intense, like you're breaking down my sins. And I can't tell where you begin or where my patience was thin. You don't even need full touch, still I feel it way too much. That suspended kind of fire keeps lifting me higher. Now your hand drifts closer then retreats, like you're dancing just outside of me. And every near miss makes me react more than anything physical has. You watch my chest rise when you pass by, like you're studying how I come alive without ever fully crossing in. Still you've already been within. You make space feel like a touch, and that alone is too much. I fall apart in the delay of how you never fully stay. Underswell, that invisible flame you don't even need to claim. Every soft approach you take leaves my whole body awake. You hover where I'm most undone, like you already know you won. And I'm caught between breath and plea, in the space you give to me. No contact, but I still feel traced, like your absence is embraced. And I'm yours in that in-between where nothing has yet been seen. Now the room is quiet where you stood, but my skin remembers everything it should. That near touch echo stays in me, like a slow burning memory. You never forget touch had been close. I swear the night changed shape again. You start delicate along my spine, tiny sparks running wild through my mind. Every fingertip sharp as a flame, like you love hearing me forget my name. Then your palm settles low against my waist, warm enough to make my heartbeat race. Soft precision turning into weight. I love the difference in the way you move. One touch teasing, one touch pulling through. Your fingers make me shiver inch by inch. Your palm make all my self-control slipping somewhere between both extremes. You turn my body into dreams. Fingertips and heavy hands, you keep undoing all my plans. One touch light, one touch deep, got me trembling underneath, like water rushing over heat. Your nails brush softly down my shoulder blade, then your palm pressed firm and made me stay. I leaned into you without even trying, cause your touch got honesty surviving. You trace slow circles near my hips, and spread your hand wide across my ribs, holding me steady while my breath ran fast, making every second feel built to last. Like you knew exactly what I needed. Fingertips and heavy hands tonight, one like moonlight, one like city lights. You move between the softness and the weight, till I can't separate desire from fate. Your fingers tease the edge of every nerve, then your palm give me more than I deserve. Sharp little shivers under velvet heat, every contrast pulling me underneath. And when you fly in your hand on my skin, I feel every quiet thought giving in. You play my body like a slow refrain, switching tenderness and pressure again. Maybe it's the balance that gets me weak, how one touch quiet while the next one speaks. Your fingertips flutter like midnight rain, then your palm calm the storm again. And every change in rhythm, every thought, leave another secret trapped inside. I never know which version's coming next. That's exactly why I stay obsessed. Fingertips and heavy hands collide, taking turns One touch, barely there at all. One touch, make my whole world fall. You paint tension across my skin, then smooth it over once again. And I keep chasing every wave that your hands know how to make. Now your palm resting slow on my thigh, while your fingertips still move nearby. And somewhere in my skin, in the back of your hand, brush my neck. And every steady thought came disconnected. Yeah. You trace my spine with your knuckles slow, cool enough to make my whole body float. That unexpected chill beneath your touch made me want you maybe too much. You move downward with deliberate grace, sending shivers racing through my waist, like ice turning suddenly into flame. You know the places nobody explores, the quiet little edges wanting more. And every time your hand drifts lower still, I lose another piece of iron will. You touch me like a dangerous secret kept, that kind of tension hard to forget. Cold along my spine tonight, soft enough to still ignite. One slow drag and suddenly you pull the breath right out of me. With that cool and cruel touch, the back of your fingers cross my shoulder blade, then disappear before my pulse behave. You always stop right when the feeling peaks, just to hear how fragile I can be. Your knuckles grazing low across my back, like a match being struck against the dark. And every chill that ran beneath my skin only made the heat rise up again. I swear you know exactly what you're doing. Cold on my spine like midnight rain, leaving silver shivers in your wake. You move slow enough to let me drown, and every rise and fall of coming down. Your hand barely touching as it glides, still it got my whole body compromised, from the nape of my neck down to my hips. You keep stealing quiet sounds from my lips, and every time your fingers curve away, I crave the feeling stronger than before. That cool sensation lingering behind, like your touch still frozen in my mind. Maybe it's because you never rush, you let anticipation do enough. Your knuckles drift like smoke across my frame, then disappear before I say your name. And when your hand returns against my skin, the shock of it undo me once again. You make restraint feel sweeter than release, that kind of ache don't leave me easily. Cold along my spine tonight, turning shadows into light. Every little chilling trace leaves desire in its place. You move gentle, still intense, breaking down my self-defense. And I keep leaning into you for that cool and cruel touch you do. Now my spine still humming from your hands like a memory. Don't understand the end. One small trace was all it took. You hit me right where I don't expect, burning from the ice. One sharp touch and my whole frame resets. You were moving like smoke along my side, easy rhythm making all my caution slide. Thumb grazing soft around my hip bone line, like you had nowhere else to be tonight. Then suddenly you just a little bold. Send lightning through the places I don't show. You know exactly when to break the pattern. Sweet control mixed with a little danger. Every calm got a spark hiding underneath. You pull reactions out of me so easily. You hit me right where I don't expect. One sharp touch and my whole frame resets. It's the offbeat on my waist. That surprise I wanna taste. You throw rhythm out of line, you pull me back every time. Soft and sudden intertwined. Got your fingerprints in my mind. Your hand slid down the curve above my thigh, then paused long enough to make me wonder why. I bit my lip pretending I was cool, but your smirk already knew I lost the duel. And that firm stroke across my skin appeared, and all my quiet little sounds got clear. You study every breath before you strike, like a drummer waiting for the perfect time. And the way you catch me off my guard turns every inch of me into a spark. You hit me right where I don't expect. One sharp touch and my whole frame resets. It's the offbeat on my waist. How you shift the pace. One firm motion through the slow, then you leave me wanting more. Every sudden little sting make my body wanna sing. I never know exactly when it's coming. That's the reason every nerve keeps humming. You play my skin like late night percussion, mixing tenderness with interruption. When you pull me closer after that, I'll melt right back into your softer hair. It's the offbeat on my waist. The tension that you lace through every careful little tease. That one move we can both my knees. You got rhythm in your touch, and I feel way too much. Now the room's still spinning from your timing. Every unexpected touch still shining. Your hand resting low against my side, like you know exactly what you did tonight. I keep replaying every little shift, every change in pressure, every drift. How you startled all the breath from me, then soothed me slow like the ocean sea. Baby, you don't even have to try. One accent touch and you lean closer to your girl's brush slow down the center of my back below. That feather feeling barely touching skin, still somehow reaching deep within. I close my eyes when it drifted low, 'cause every strand moves softer than smoke, and left chills following in its wake. Then your fingers came right after that, tracing pathways where your hair had passed, like you already knew the contrast burns. Soft suspense with every little turn, and every time you breathe in, touch my neck. I felt my composure disconnect. Silk through my back tonight, soft enough to start a fire. Your hair falling over me like a slow sweet melody. I never wanna leave this mood. gathered your hair and let it slide again. Down my spine so slow it felt imagined. Every strand dragging lightly near my waist, making anticipation change its shape. Then your fingertips follow through the dark, pulling tiny sparks out of my heart. The difference between softness in your skin had my whole body caving in, like I was floating somewhere under you. Silk through my back, underneath dim lights, turning quiet tension into paradise. Your hair move over me like whisper smoke, every little pass pulling me close, and your hands arrive a second late. And suddenly I cannot think straight. That combination got me weak and warm, like calm water hiding underneath the storm. You never rush the rhythm that we make, you let every feeling fully wait. And now every strand against my skin got me wanting you again. Maybe it's the intimacy of small things, the way your hair can make my heartbeat swing. No heavy pressure, no dramatic scene, just softness slipping in between. And when you tilt your head against my chest, I swear that's when I lose it best. 'Cause simple touches done the right way can leave echoes for days. Silk through my bed, so slow, like you got nowhere else to go. Every brush against my skin, pulling all my secrets in. Your hair dancing in the dark, leave shivers across my heart. And every strand that falls tonight feels warmer than candlelight. Now I still feel traces where you moved, like midnight tangled in perfume. One soft sweet, right when my heart was all it took tonight. Your thumb resting light against my wrist, like you could feel every thought I missed. One slow stroke and my breathing changed. Such a small touch making me rearrange. You traced the inside of my arm so slow, till every nerve started coming alive below. That tender skin where my pulse runs thin, felt like a door you were walking in. I tried to play calm, tried not to react, but my heartbeat gave everything back. You know exactly how to make me melt, without even moving anywhere else. One little graze and suddenly I'm trembling visibly. Right there on my pulseline, you got my body losing time, got them moving side to side, like you're reading what I hide. Every heartbeat getting loud, every breath turning inside out. You don't even need much force, just your touch, steady on course, and the room blurring to haze. Every time your fingers graze that thin skin under my hand, where all my self-control began. You lifted my wrist up toward your lips, never crossing lines, just let intention sit. Your fingertips circling delicate and slow, making heat spread lower than it should go. Then your nail traced lightly to my palm, and suddenly I couldn't keep calm. That vulnerable little hidden lane had desire running through my veins. You smiled every time my pulse sped up, like you loved watching me give up. You touched me where the truth can't hide, right where emotion lives inside. And every second that you stay, I drift a little more away. On my pulseline, you undo me every time, barely touching, still intense, breaking through my confidence. Your thumb pressing soft and slow, got electricity below. Every little beat you trace, set another fire in place. And I swear the smallest moves feel the deepest when it's you. That quiet spot beneath my skin. Always lets you in. Now your hand wrapped loosely over mine, keeping both our heartbeats intertwined. You trace my wrist while watching my face, like you were memorizing every change. And when your fingers drifted back again, I felt that sweet ache settling in. No loud movement, no dramatic scene, just tension humming in between. You make tenderness feel dangerous, like one soft touch could ruin us. And honestly, I love the way you take control that way. Right there on my Pulseline, you take silence in a fire. Stroke beneath my skin, pull me deeper back again. Your hands, no secrets that I keep hidden underneath my sleeves. And every beat beneath your thumb feel like surrender slowly coming. You don't chase, you don't rush, still I'm weakened by your touch. That narrow road along my wrist might be my favorite kind of kiss. Now my pulse still racing in the dark, from one gentle place you chose to start. Funny how the smallest touch can stay long after midnight fades away. And even now I feel your hand, one edge is carrying coasting softly where it lands. And when they slide across my midnight skin, I swear the sparks begin within. Yeah. Your palm rough where the world touch hard, little calluses leaving little marks. Not pain, just enough texture in the dark to send tiny fireworks through my heart. You brush my thigh with that weathered grace, and every nerve lit up in place, like friction turning slowly into heat. I love the contrast underneath your touch, how rugged hands can still feel soft enough. Every scar got a story in the lines, every movement rewriting what is mine. And when your fingers linger just a bit, I feel my whole body answering it. Rough like velvet on my skin, you pull me closer with every inch. That friction got a rhythm deep, making my pulse skip in my sleep. Boy, your hands remember me. You trace my shoulder with your working hands, like you were shaping something delicate. One rough fingertip caught against my waist, and suddenly my breathing changed its pace. Then your thumb brushed slowly near my ribs, drawing quiet little trembles from my lips. I never knew texture could feel this good, like your touch saying everything words never could. And I lean deeper every time you move, like velvet, every time we meet. That perfect mix of tenderness and heat. Your hands got history pressed in the skin, and somehow that's exactly what pulls me in. Every faded scar, every hardened line, feel like poetry moving over mine. You touch me slow, but the friction stays, lingering softly for days and days. And when your palm drifts slow across my side, I feel every guarded part open wide. 'Cause your rough edges don't push me away, they make me wanna stay. Maybe it's the honesty in your hands, no polished honesty, no perfect plan, just real touch carrying real weight, turning simple moments into fate. And when your fingers tighten on my waist, I swear my knees forget their place. You make rugged feel romantic too, like every flaw belongs to you. Rough like velvet in the dark, leaving fingerprints across my heart. Every texture, little glide, got desire, nowhere to hide. You move over me candlelight. Know my skin still humming where you've been, holding on to every rugged inch in your rough touch, lingering in my mind. Feel softer every single time. You hit me right where I don't expect. One sharp touch and my whole frame resets. You were moving like smoke along my side, easy rhythm making all my caution slide. Thumb grazing soft around my hip bone line, like you had nowhere else to be tonight. Then suddenly your grip got just a little cold, sent lightning through the places I don't show. You know exactly when to break the pattern. Sweet control mixed with a little danger. Every calm got a spark hiding underneath. You pull reactions out of me so easily. You hit me right where I don't expect. One sharp touch and my whole frame resets. It's the offbeat on my waist, the surprise I wanna taste. You throw rhythm at a line and pull me back every time. Soft and sudden intertwined, got your fingerprints in my mind. Your hand slid down the curve above my thigh, then paused long enough to make me wonder why. I bit my lip pretending I was cool, but your smirk already knew I lost the duel. Then that firmer stroke across my skin appeared, and all my quiet little sounds got clear. You study every breath before you strike, like a drummer waiting for the perfect time. And the way you catch me off my guard turns every inch of me into a spark, yeah. You hit me right where I don't expect. One sharp touch and my whole frame resets. It's the offbeat on my waist, how you shift the pace, one firm motion through the slow. Then you leave me wanting more. Every sudden little sting make my body wanna sing. I never know exactly when it's coming. That's the reason every nerve keeps humming. You play my skin like late night percussion, mixing tenderness with interruption. And when you pull me closer, after that I'll melt right back into your softer hands. The offbeat on my waist, the tension that you lace through every careful little tease. Then one move we can both my knees. You got rhythm in your touch, and I feel way too much. Now the room's still spinning from your timing, every unexpected touch still shining. Your hand resting low against my side, like you know exactly what you did tonight. I keep replaying every little shift, every change in pressure, every drift. How you startled all the breath from me, then so slow like from the ocean sun down my skin. By the time you reach me, I cave in. Back of your hand against my collarbone, moving careful like you got nowhere to go. Drawing heat all the way beneath my chest, every inch waking up beneath your breath. That slow descent got my pulse out of place, like time itself was melting in your pace. You never rush the moment when I'm shaking, you hold the tension longer than I'm taking. And every second stretch beneath your palm turns my body into one long song. Slow thunderline down my skin. By the time Drifted lower with deliberate grace. Still my breathing tangled all around your name. You traced the center of me, feather light, like a secret only showing up at night. And when you stopped right above my navel line, I swear the room forgot the sense of time. You look at me like you can read reactions, like my silence giving you directions. And your fingertips lingering right there, I turn anticipation into prayer. Slow underline down my skin. By the time you reach me, I cave in. From my collar to my waist, you leave fire in your trays. One long motion, smooth and deep, got me trapping where we meet. Every inch along the way still remembers you today. Maybe it's the patience in your hands, how you make surrender feel so natural. No sharp movements, no sudden race, just heat unfolding at a dangerous pace. And when your touch finally disappeared, my skin still swore that you are here. From my collar to my waist, you rewrote me with one trace, slow enough to make me stay. Inside every second you create, one long stroke was solid to leave my whole world shook. Now I'm lying in the quiet aftermath, still feeling every pathway that you mapped. Your touch travels slower than a song, but somehow stay with me all night long. The air's still heavy where your hand had been, like your warmth got underneath my skin. No loud words, no dramatic display, just one motion stealing me away. And if you slide your hand that way, slowly slipped away, but my skin kept the conversation, like it memorized your hesitation. Now every time I pass that line, it feels like you're still mine. You're calm, but I'm still drawn. A bruise remembers what you surrendered. It wasn't heavy, wasn't rough, just the pressure that spoke enough to make my body keep the note, like something you wrote. And now I touch that same space slow, where only your intent would go. It's like my skin won't let it fade, that quiet mark you made, it lingers there in empty air, a ghosted press that won't forget. You didn't stay, but I replay the way it felt. Maybe it's strange how absence stays, how memory learns your ways. Even when your hand is gone, it still plays on, like a pulse under the skin, where you once had been. Not pain but recognition, a soft repetition. Every time I lean that way, it starts to replay what your pressure used to mean inside my scene. And I can't quite let it leave, or fully believe. You left a mark I can't erase, in that invisible place where touch becomes a state. Now I carry you without ways I never planned. They're soft imprint in my mind, gets redefined. Every time I brush that space, it resets my pace. Like you're still deciding where to linger there. And I swear I feel it still, that quiet will of pressure that never fully broke, but somehow spoke in a language only skin can know. And even though you never stayed long enough to claim, you left your name in the way my body now reacts to phantom acts. And I don't need you back again to feel that then, because the memory you placed moves across my frame still, and I return it just the same, like skin remembering how to speak in a language soft and deep. No leader, no one in control, just echo moving through the soul. You move, I follow you, touch for touch. We say too much. You brush my shoulder, I brush your back, like we're trading every track. Your fingers in my hair, I trace your spine. Everything perfectly aligned, no hesitation in the flow. We already know how every motion comes around without a sound. You give, I give, that's how we live. No start or end, just back again. A mirrored fire, a shared desire in silent art. Strange how equal makes it deeper, how reflection turns into keeper of every breath and every move. We don't need to prove who leads or follows in this space. We both erase the line between mine and yours. Behind closed doors, every stroke returns in kind, intertwined like two echoes learning one sound, spinning around. And I don't know where you begin or where I'm in, because the rhythm that we make never breaks. You touch my neck, I answer slow, like we already know. This mirrored way we both let go. Now our hands still moving, ghost of time, like unfinished crime. Even when the moment stops, the rhythm never drops. I still feel your counter sway long after day has pulled us back into alone, but not unknown, because my skin remembers you in everything I do. Every mirrored motion stays in subtle ways, like choreography we never learned, but always earned. In that shared and quiet art where we both start at the same exact design, yours and mine. And even when no touch is near, you're still here. And the echo of my own reply, we don't say goodbye, just continue in the air. Everywhere, that mirror stroke we both create still resonates. Your hand like you're about to land, or stop halfway like it wasn't planned. The air gets heavier where you pause, like silence itself got lost. I feel your heat without your skin, hovering just an inch within that almost place where nothing touches me, but I still feel everything you mean to be. You don't touch, but I'm already too much. The unstroked stays. like my body knows your name before your fingers even decide whether to stay or slide. And I swear that suspended space feels louder than your trace. My skin already reacting slow to a touch that never fully shows, but somehow still takes over me. You never land still, I understand. That held back hand owns where I stand. In that pause you create, I dissipate before contact starts. Maybe it's the cruelty of restraint, how absence can feel like faint. Pressure that never arrives, still changing how I survive. Your hand above my skin like fate, deciding when to activate, but never following through. That's what you do. You build the moment, then suspend, like time refuses to end. And I'm trapped in the in-between of what you need, without ever touching me. You let it linger, then withdraw, like you broke some private law. And I'm left burning where you stood. Now I'm replaying that frozen air, where your hand was almost there, like memory of something missed, a phantom kind of kiss. No fingerprints, but still I feel a pressure that wasn't real, but changed me anyway, in a permanent way. That unstroke you never gave still taught my body how to crave what never fully comes to be, but stays inside of me, like gravity that doesn't move, but somehow still approves of every time you hesitate and make me wait. In that suspended space you leave me. I still believe you touch me more than hands could do. Every time your fingertip bends that way, my breath forgets what to say. It's not loud, it's not a scene, but my body turns in between. You start, I fall apart on one small trace. I lose my place. You follow the curve like it's mapped in me, like you read it anatomically. And every time you circle that line, my reaction comes on time. Hips lift slightly without my say, like my body knows the way. It's automatic, it's too deep, a memory my skin can keep. I tremble fast, it never lasts, but always stays in subtle ways. You touch that point and I disjoint from what I knew. It's wild how repetition builds a response I never will control or quiet down inside. It overrides every logic I try to use. I still lose to that one precise design you place in time. Helix curve against my ear, and I'm right here reacting like it's the first time. Every time my body answers before me so easily. You barely touch, I already know the way my systems go into that same familiar glow. Now even silence carries you in everything response to you is always true. That Helix line you softly draw broke every law of calm my body used to keep. Now it runs deep, and even when you're not around, that same sound of almost touch still makes me rise. Close my eyes, and I can feel it like before, and even more, like my skin remembers you. Always true, no matter how much time may pass, it always lasts. That drama living in your fingers crossed where I never expect. Wrap a harmony so soft, so direct, like you found a secret I didn't know I kept. And suddenly my whole body left the soft hollow where my balance hides. Got me shifting when you touch your eyes. Barely there but impossible to ignore, like my nerves opened up a hidden door. I try to act calm but I always react when your fingertips trace it like that. It's too vulnerable to exposed, and you already know that one small place can change my pace without you moving from your space. Behind my knee you undo me slow, the unexpected place you chose. Every light graze makes me lean into something I've never seen, like my body keeps a secret map, and you're reading every part of that. No pressure, just a gentle touch, still it hits me way too much. I lose my balance, lose my breath in the softness you just left, and I can't pretend I'm fine when you cross that line. You brush it once, then pull away, like you're testing what I say, but I don't say anything at all, just let my instincts fall. Every time your fingers return, the hidden spot begins to burn, not pain, just awareness deep that I can't quite keep. And I hate how much I want that subtle little time. You find the places I don't show and make them overflow with every quiet little trace you leave without a race. Behind my knee, that fragile line, you make it feel like it's all mine. Every whisper of your hand makes my body understand that softness can still take control without ever taking hold. You don't push, you don't insist, still I can't resist that gentle flicker in your touch. It changes way too much, and I fall again inside the place I try to hide. Now you lean closer like you know exactly how my reactions go, and every time your hand comes near, I feel everything get clear. The small unnoticed tender zone somehow feels like it's your own, and I forget to even try to keep my composure high. You make vulnerability feel like chemistry, and every time you start that thread, I follow where it's led. Behind my knee, you play that space like a secret I can't erase. Every touch so light, so true, still it pulls me into you. No heavy hand, no force at all, still I feel myself fall in that small forgotten place. You set the pace, and I'm undone in simple ways that linger for days, all because your fingers know exactly what to do. Now even when you're not nearby, I feel that echo pass me by, like phantom touches on my skin, where only you have ever been. That hidden place still calls your name, softly burning like a flame, and I know I'll never be the same behind my knee. You never move when I expect you to, always a step aside what I know, breath rising while your hand stays still, like you're bending time at will. Every pause feels deliberately planned, like you're conducting me with your hand. I think you're coming and you don't. I brace myself, then you won't. That offbeat rhythm in your touch makes everything feel too much. Like you're riding silence between the lines of how my body realigns. You delay what I'm prepared to feel and make anticipation real. Every gap between your trays changes how I hold my space. Out of sync, you pull me there when nothing moves like I prepare. Every touch arrives too late, right when I hesitate. You break the rhythm I rely, and I don't even know why, but I'm leaning into you. And everything you do, that pause before your hand comes in, feels like where I always begin. And every missed expected sign still feels like mine. Yeah, you hover close and shift away, like you're deciding where to stay. And I react before you land, to nothing I can understand. Your timing never matches mine, but somehow feels divine. You're pulling strings I don't see, changing how I breathe. Every delay makes me lose ground, but I still want that sound. You don't follow any pace, still you take up all my space. And every break in your motion feels like devotion. Out of sync, but I don't mind. You're always slightly undefined. Just riding in reverse, making every moment worse. I bet I can't really tell, but I'm under your spell. Every gap becomes a wave that I don't try to break. You keep changing when you start breaking rhythm in my heart, and I'm caught between the two of me and you. Now I wait for something known, but you never play it shown. Every move a different thread inside my spinning head, and even when you pause again, I feel it deep within, like your absence is a part of how you start. You never land where I think, and I fall in every blink. Offbeat where you remain inside my veins. Out of sync, still I follow you through every shift you undo. No steady rhythm I can trust, but I still give you my touch. Every moment slightly wrong still feels like where I belong. You don't match my steady pace, but I love the chase. And every pause and sudden turn, you're the lesson I still learn, and I lose control again in your rhythmless rain. Now the silence doesn't feel still, it moves in ways I never will. Every gap you left behind, that goes in my mind. I don't need you to align with anything I define, 'cause being out of sync with you highs and smallest strips, two thumbs with feels like truth. Where my control starts to let go, that low back secret you don't have to see. Still pulling something out of me. You press slow circles into my lower spine, like you'll be writing every line. That hidden place where my balance breaks, got me reacting to every shake. I try to breathe normal, stay composed, but my body already exposed. You don't move far, just stay right there. And suddenly I'm aware that little pressure turns to flame every time you say my name. Circle dimples under your touch, got me feeling way too much. Two thumbs turning slow and deep, waking secrets I can't keep. Right above where my tension ends, you undo me again and again. Every circle pulls me in, like you're under my skin. No words needed, just that press. I turn and come into a mess, and I fall without a fight in that low back light. Yeah, you leaning closer when I lean back, like you're following every crack of my posture, breaking down to you. Every small reaction breaking through. angels never rush the pace. Still they take up all my space. That hidden hollow, soft and low, feels like somewhere only you know. And I can't hide the way I sway every time your hands stay. You work my body like a map. Every point you gently tap. Turns restraint into a thread, pulling me further instead. Sacral dimples, your slow coming underneath your steady hands. You don't need force, just intent, and I'm already halfway bent. Every circle, every press turns my calm into distress, but in the sweetest kind of way. I want you to stay right there where I start to melt, in the language only felt, and I forget to resist in the pressure of your wrist. Now your hands linger just a bit too long, where my balance feels so gone. Like you discovered something I forgot. That quiet sensitive spot, and every pause you leave behind keeps replaying in my mind. That lower back hidden groove, still reacting to your move. You don't even have to try. My whole body tells you why. That simple touch becomes a spell. I fall into it so wide. Sacral dimple, soft and slow, that's where all my defenses go. Two thumbs pressing just enough to make my calm turn rough. You don't push, you don't break. Still my whole foundation shake. Every circle pulls me deep, where my secrets never sleep. And I'm yours without a word. In the quiet way I'm stirred, right above my breaking line. You're already inside my mind. Now your hands are gone, but still I feel that lingering pressure so unreal. Like my lower back remembers you, and everything I try to do. That gentle echo never fades. In the curve where tension stayed, you touched a place no one had known, and left it fully your home.